Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, it looks like we're good. I see myself alive again. With that, now it's time for us to move on to the game I've really been looking forward to. The game that has so much talking in it, I had to delay doing another one of these because I wanted to give my voice a goddamn break. The game that causes me having to look to the left.
Okay. On a side note, I just found an item that lets me have infinite jumps.
Let's chill with... I have to redo the title now I think about it. Some Ace Attorney Investigations 2. I don't know if this... Actually, I have to look up. Does this game have a fucking subtitle in Japan? Gyakuten Kenji 2? No, literally just Turnabout Prosecutor 2. Alright, that'll do. Update the title. Make sure that updated on the other end. Yes, that did. Alrighty. Unfortunately, due to my setup, I will not be able to read chat on my main monitor for the rest of this. I'm going to have to crane my neck 90 degrees to the right. But stick around. I'll be talking. And I'll be chatting with y'all.
Rotate your chair.
Because then I'm not looking at either screen directly.
But if you have to rotate your... If you're craning... Oh, you're saying chat's on your right.
Yes. It is on my second laptop screen. My second laptop. The older laptop.
Okay, that makes sense.
Gyakuten Kenji. Let's begin. Thanks for refreshing, Kira. Welcome back, everyone. Time for Ace Attorney. This is Return. Turnabout Target.
I was gonna say, didn't you want to leave the Discord so you could focus on your voices?
For the hour it should be fine. Besides, you're not talking too much.
Oh, okay. Fine,
You know what I
I'll
mean?
shut up.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just messing with you.
Oh god, we're going back to Gourd Lake? The cheers of the crowd! Welcome, Zhengfa Republic. Welcome, Mr. President. Oh god, the stand-in for China. Mr. President, this way, please. Your audience awaits. This is very triumphant-sounding music. Holy shit. My dear oh, wait. A smuggling ring as long plagued my nation was exposed and crushed. Wait, this game takes place days after Investigations 1?
Oh, I know this. Okay, I've seen this game.
Yeah, as I should note, this game is a fan translation. This game was never released in the U.S. If anything, because there's a potential we might see a great Ace Attorney localization next. Whoa, what the fuck? That man's a fucking lion. The hammer of justice shall rain down from all. That's a gun. Ah!
Yeah, he's... It's basically a fucking lion.
Hurry! Contact the prosecutor's office. We need that man, Miles Edgeworth. If there's anyone who can solve this case, it's him. Put your jacket on, man. Your vest's just showing. No one's supposed to see the vest. Only one person's allowed to see the vest. Ooh!
Is it Phoenix Wright?
Yes. Word of this must have reached every corner of the world by now. An assassination attempt on the President of the Republic of Zhengfa. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm sexy. And I know it. I was asked to investigate this grave incident, but upon my arrival... Mr. Edgeworth! We've been waiting for you, sir. This man is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct who assists me on all cases under my jurisdiction. What is the president's current condition? I'm still not sure, sir. The paramedics just entered his plane a few moments ago. I see. I hope it's nothing too serious. Very well, detective. Please show me around the crime scene. Roger that, sir. Is this the first time we're gonna have an assassination attempt that actually didn't work? Like a no dead, no stiff? Hey, mister, just a minute, I'm begging ya. What's this? Mister, you're the prosecutor in charge around these parts, right? Can I ask you a little something real quick? No, I'm afraid I must refrain from commenting for now. Let's go, detective. Hey, wait, Mr. Prosecutor! Hold on, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait for me, sir. They animated his finger waggle better.
I will waggle at you.
Now then, detective, care to fill me in on the details? A president got assassinated. Jesus Christ, look how fucking ripped this guy is. His six-pack is showing through a shirt and a jacket. Basically, the whole thing happened here in Gordon Lake Park. There was a big welcoming event for the president of the Republic of Zhengfa. Who the hell lands in a lake? The president of Zhengfa, Di Junhuang. As I recall, newspapers and news programs were making quite a deal over his visit. It rained a bit, but it stopped just before his plane landed. He came out, and all of a sudden, in the middle of his speech, bang, a gunshot. At least, I think it was. You think? Truth is, I just got here as well, so I don't know all the details, sir. So you were also called here on short notice. Yep, and today was supposed to be my day off. And I was supposed to be at the High Prosecutor's office, preparing a case for trial. Yeah, the Chief Prosecutor asked you pretty personally, sir. The Chief Prosecutor? Chief Prosecutor was taking part in his welcoming event. Apparently the Chief called out right after the incident occurred. That's not suspicious at all. Call pressurized... blah, blah, blah. Whoa.
Is it fun?
Yes. Call Prosecutor Edgeworth. He's the only one who can solve this case, he said. I see. So that's what happened. After the incident, we sealed off the park right away. Which means the assassin is still in the park. Likely. An assassin in this crowd? This could get dangerous, sir. If there's another incident, these civilians could get in harm's way. This is a race against time. Let's begin the investigation. First, we investigate the crime scene and gather some information. Precisely. There's no mistaking it. The president was targeted with a gun. Still got logic button. Good. This is something I'll have to keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe, where was security at the time of the gunfire? The police were only in charge of guarding the park's perimeter. The president was being protected by his own personal bodyguards. It's those guys over there. Why don't you try talking to him, sir? To talk to someone, press the A button while standing near them. No. What the fuck is that in the water? Wait, no, that's not a steel samurai balloon, is it? Mr. Edgeworth, the bodyguards are in the front of the airplane. Yes, I know. God damn it. Railroading. What do you want? You're the president's bodyguards, correct? What was the president's security detail like during the speech? The president had his two best men by his side. The rest were stationed near the stage area. We are professionals. We constantly keep our eyes out on the crowd, scanning for any signs of suspicious activity. I see. In other words, security was flawless during the president's speech. Let's keep going. We should talk to other people and examine anything suspicious, in order to collect the remaining pieces of information from the scene of the crime. I see, so that's how you round up your info. So what do you do with all that info after it's squared away? Someone in the crowd is making quite a ruckus, but I don't have time for that now. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Tell me how, please? After gathering some pieces of information, you try to find the connections between them. Detective. Hey now, don't be such a stick in the mud. What's this about finding connections? You connect the two pieces of information that share a link. That's Mr. Edgeworth's specialty. It's called logic, pal. Have you fucking heard of it? The true irony there is that it's Gumshoe saying that.
Well, see, what I find more interesting is that logic is somehow some very foreign concept to these people.
Yeah. There's only two pieces of logic I connect, so I think this is just the tutorial railroading. Someone was able to fire a gun under flawless security, and they were able to avoid being spotted by professional bodyguards. This is no easy task. There had to be a certain amount of preparation beforehand. It's very likely that the president's assassin was a premeditated crime. What's that? Assassinations are premeditated? You don't fucking say! Go on. Lob?
Hmm?
You were saying?
Oh, no, I ended my statement.
Oh.
It was just a foreign concept to these people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I remember what I was going to say. I wouldn't really consider it railroading. It's just generalized tutorial, you know?
Yeah. Next.
Otherwise, how would people understand logic?
Holmst! Goose! It's the Goose! Thanks for the raid. I hope you were doing well tonight. How'd you play tonight, man? Hope you had fun. Thanks for the raid. Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle or Turk. Depends on who you are, how close we are really at this point. Or whichever you prefer. I play video games. Welcome to Ace Attorney Investigations 2, the Japan-only sequel to the spin-off of the Phoenix Wright games. We just started off. I lost my train of thought because of that. Thanks for the raid. What'd you play? And while I wait for you to respond, because I have a 5-second delay, I expected nothing less from Mr. Edgeworth. What brilliant logic, sir! Yes, well, when you follow the facts and find a connection, you will begin to see the truth. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray further from the truth. But if I think carefully before piecing the leads together, the logic should flow. So, use your fucking head. Okay, let's start by examining everything we can. To examine, I approach anything that looks suspicious and press the A button. And if I want to consult with Gumshoe, I press the Y button. I will never do that because he's an idiot. This is... Oh my god, it is a Steel Samurai balloon. Yeah, I was surprised too. No matter how you look at it, it's definitely... the Steel Samurai? The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. A hero from a popular TV program. Popular with both children and adults, it has broad appeal. Why would they use a Steel Samurai balloon at the welcoming event, sir? Perhaps he was chosen as the hero to represent our country? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Ooh, the investigation theme's real good this time. The poor Steel Samurai balloon. It looks so... miserable. Indeed. What did it do to deserve such a fate? According to witnesses, a gunshot was heard when the balloon popped. Did a bullet from the gun hit the Steel Samurai balloon? Maybe it was an assassination attempt on the Steel Samurai. To desecrate the Steel Samurai like this is a serious crime. Oh, right, he's a fanboy. Detective, we must not let this reprehensible assassin get away with this. Of course, sir. I love Edgeworth so fucking much.
What?
I know there's a hole in this flag. It's the flag of the Republic of Zhengfa. Its symbol appears to be a phoenix motif. This is... What is it, sir? Haven't you noticed? There's an unusual spot on this flag. Compared to the flag on the opposite side of the stage... there isn't a spectre dirt on it. This flag is spotless, sir. Yes, that is what the flag is supposed to look like. However, there's one spot on this flag that is out of place. Where is it, sir? Please explain it so I can understand. I'm also fucking blind. What a helpless man. I suppose I should point it out to him. Move the cursor to the unusual spot on the flag and press the X button to present it. This way! There's an unusual hole in this flag. Ah, you're right. Judging from the burn marks around the hole, it appears to be a bullet hole. Wait, why would there be burn marks that... That would be a really fucking close gunshot if it got burn marks there. A bullet hole? Then the bullet from the gun must have gone through the flag. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. I wonder. Flag with bullet hole. Ruptured balloon. I'd say there's a connection there. As a result of the gunshots, there's a bullet hole in a flag and a ruptured balloon. That must mean 2 shots were fired, sir. If we include the shots that hit the president, it's possible that 3 shots were fired in total. No, it's also possible that the flag and the balloon were punctured by the same bullet. If only we could be certain about the number of gunshots. That would require finding the gun. Now then, let's continue the investigation. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! If you find anything new, could you please let me know? I've been wondering for a while now, but who exactly is that woman? I thought she was just a nosy onlooker, but looks like she's investigating too. Hey, please, I'm begging you. In order to figure out how many shots were fired, we'll need to talk to a witness. It can't be helped. Let's try talking to her. Edgeworth is just not ready to talk to anything stupid. And what the fuck is this character design? Why does she have a bear trap? Nani? Ah, Mr. Prosecutor. The name's Nicole Swift. Please don't be a Taylor Swift thing. Just between you and me, this case is gonna be my exclusive scoop. Exclusive? Miss Swift, is it? Could you tell me what you witnessed during... So how's your investigation coming along? Y'all got a suspect yet? Where'd you get that frilly doohickey around your neck? Did she just insult my ruffles? Could you please stop talking for a moment? I will be the one asking the questions. What is this, an interrogation? I reckoned I was gonna get myself an interview. I'd like to know how many gunshots were fired. Can you please tell me what you saw? Well, I guess. I ain't telling you nothing. What? My life depends on info. I ain't giving it up that easily. Don't be selfish, pal. Won't you please cooperate with us? Selfish? If you ain't gonna share no info with me, then I'm gonna go get it from somewhere else. Wait a minute, pal. If I wait, what are you gonna give me if I don't want? If not, adios, amigo. She won't budge. We're at a stalemate here. A stalemate? I wonder about that. What do you mean, sir? As you know, chess is one of my hobbies. What the fuck? How does one go on the offensive against a defensive opponent? There are many tactics available on the chessboard. Really? I don't know much about chess. I prefer checkers. Even if it appears to be a flawless defense, there is always an opening. Observe as I break her defense with my words. In order to get her to talk, I'll need to use the right strategy. Using the image of a chess game, I need to stay one step ahead of my opponent. What the fuck is happening?
You're playing chess.
Now then, let's analyze the situation. Until you give me some info, my trap's sealed shut. She has her guard up. So this is her defensive strategy. A rook in a pawn? If I waste too much time, she may grow impatient. I need to pay attention to the time limit. What? Time limit? Oh, fuck. I must not be careless with my words. When my opponent becomes agitated or aggressive... I told you I ain't talking. You're stubborn as a mule. For example, during times like this, I should calmly wait and see how things play out. The moment my opponent shows an opening, I'll be able to strike. First, I should ask about her identity. Now, let us begin. Logic chess. What the fuck? First, could you tell me your occupation? No way, if I told you, then you might get the wrong idea. The wrong idea. In other words, it's a job that you cannot tell others about? I never said that. I ain't some kind of suspicious person. I'm just your run-of-the-mill model citizen. Please excuse my rudeness. I did not mean to offend you. I may not know the details of your job, but I'm sure that it's a reputable one. I've always had trouble saying that word. Well, you might be giving me too much credit there. I ain't even done major articles yet. An article writing job? I heard you mention articles just now. Does your job involve writing articles by any chance? That pawn exploded. Dagnabbit! That's right. I'm an investigative reporter. A bona fide up-and-coming news journalist. As long as your name isn't Lotta Hart, we're good. I see, a reporter. She may already have some information about the case. This will be my next line of questioning. This is where the real battle begins. I'll need to draw out even more information from her. Oh, fuck. They gave me a time limit. No. Did you witness the incident? Were you present at the time when the incident occurred? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, how about some of that info you promised me? No, ladies first, I insist. I told you my trap shield sut. Shield sut? You know, if anything, I'm impressed with the new words I can come up with. You ain't getting my info that easily. Arresting would be the wrong choice here. Because that's just way too aggressive for what we're doing. This is my livelihood here. Please, I'm begging you. If you stick your head in too deep, you may be putting yourself in danger. I'm a pro. After all, a few gunshots don't scare me. You heard gunshots. I admit you're dedicated to your job. However, you still have much to learn. The fact that you heard the gunshots clearly means that you were present during the incident. You must have seen something. Busted again. I just happened to be here covering the speech, and that's when it all went south. That's all, I swear. I ain't saying another word. So she was here to write an article about the speech. She should still have the materials she gathered for her article. This could be a useful clue. Content of your coverage? You said that you are a reporter. Did you come here to gather news material? If you want to know that bad, give me some info first. No, you first. Show me what you've gathered. Honest to Betsy, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me try using that clue. You must still have materials. Are you telling me that you came here to gather material and you left empty-handed? You should still have the materials you collected with you. That's... Darn tootin', I'm a pro. I collect info on my own 2 feet. That's why I ain't giving it up without a fight. As the prosecutor in charge of this case, I'm making a serious plea for your cooperation. Don't you mess with me. I ain't handing over, and that's final. Please, understand where I'm coming from, Mr. Prosecutor. Being a reporter is a tough job, isn't it? Ah, so you're finally getting it. How has your job performance been? Well, I'm always trying to be the best reporter I can be. This here tape recorder, I always carry it by my side. That's a fucking huge tape, by the way. Why the fuck would anyone be using cassette tapes or VHSs to record audio in the year... This takes place after the trilogy. So this would be 2019 at the least? Right? Bob?
Oh, what's the game?
Investigations 2. Gyakuten Kenji 2. In the meanwhile, let me listen to the tape. The music still cuts out when I get it right by the sound of it. Hell yeah. I see. If you're trying to be the best reporter that you can be, then it would be unnatural for you to not have collected any news material. You recorded it on your tape recorder, didn't you? The information regarding this case... doggone it! There goes my exclusive scoop. That's right, I have it on my tape recorder. All the information I recorded from my article is right here. Checkmate. Is this also they could have this motherfucker say the word checkmate often? Logic, chess, complete. I can just imagine a Duke Nukem voice going off in Edward's head. Shove it up your ass. That's amazing, Mr. Prosecutor. Before I knew it, you done had me chattering like a chipmunk. Let me hear what you have on the tape recorder. If I listen to the tape, I should be able to determine the exact number of gunshots. Fine, but I won't let you have it for free. Other than my mentor, you're the only person to push me this far. In other words, you're gonna be my second mentor. Yep, that's how it's gonna be. Oh, is she the new K?
Also, to answer your question, the game seems to take place in 2019.
I was fucking on the mark. Hell yeah. Because the first game took place around 2016, and the next two games take place over 2.5 years, I think. Fuck yeah. I'm a genius. Simple logic. I see. It's kind of like a second home, sir. And I got one more request. That's 24-hour exclusive interview. Please, Mr. Prosecutor, this is my first and final request as your apprentice. This is difficult to accept, but unless I agree to it, I won't be able to listen to the tape. 24 hours is out of the question, but I will grant you an interview after we solve this case. What about being my second mentor? Also out of the question. No, don't be so ornery. See, this is how I can tell she's supposed to be Southern outside of all the other obvious Southernisms. And who the fuck says ornery that's not from, like, south of South Carolina? And further east than Arizona.
I've never heard that word used, so...
You're in the good parts of Florida. Maybe. Shrug. Well, I guess you take what you get. It's all for the sake of my news scoop. Time to get the ball rolling. Let's begin our exclusive coverage. Well then, Miss Swift, please begin the playback of the tape recorder for me. Let's take a listen. My dear friends, there is a reason for my visit. I want to do a certain politician's voice super hard for this. Wait, no, there's an obvious one I can do that's nowhere near as, relevant. My dear friends, there is a reason for my visit. A few days ago, a smuggler...
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Nothing bad ever happens in Changfa. Ah!
There is no war in Changfa.
You should take a trip to Lake Laogai. A few days ago, a smuggling ring that has long plagued my nation was exposed and crushed. I see. This was the president's speech. The president passionately addresses the crowd. He's deflating the rumors flying around about a recent decline in his approval ratings. So he's connected to the smuggling ring then in my eyes, almost immediately. This was my own commentary. I tried to create the feeling of actually being there. According to the schedule, there's a meeting after this. You seem quite pleased that the Atagarasu incident has been solved. Well, of course. It's been a great honor for us as well. Wait, that wasn't the guy. Whose voice is this? Those are from the folks standing in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. They kept on whispering to each other. Where have I heard this voice before? Oh, the gunshot's coming up. The president raises his fist in the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch. I'm slowly turning to New York. However, the battle is still not over. I declare, here and now, the hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil. Something about JFK saying this is very, out of character, but also completely in character.
I also think your accent shifted a bit.
Oh yeah, it totally did.
You sound more like an Abraham Lincoln. Maybe?
I like
No,
your
that's probably
words, Magic Man. Okay, I got it back.
not- There we go.
What in tarnation? Whoa, 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 whoa! That was 2 gunshots. It seems that 2 shots were fired. And what do you reckon? It's quite simple, really. Using the bullet's trajectory, we can deduce its flight path. 2 shots were fired. 1 bullet hit the president. That means the other shot left a hole in the flag and punctured the balloon. Do you understand now? The location of the perpetrator who fired the gun. That bullet struck both the flag and the balloon was fired from here. Well, if we follow this line, it would have to be somewhere around here? By connecting the bullet marks from the flag and the balloon, we learn the bullet's trajectory. It's likely the bullet was fired from the left side of this audience area. Just what I expect from Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, I would like to investigate the left side of the audience area. Yes, sir. Wait, you mean we have to move all these people? Yes, there's no time. We could be losing vital evidence for every second we let slip by. We must hurry. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm dangerously overworked. Underworked? God, no. Mentor number 2. Hey, mentor number 2. Miss Swift, I assume you are addressing me? Of course, mentor number 2. This is my time to shine. I'm an expert at crowd dispersal. Light the torches, release the hounds, and run them down. How to tell you are from the South? I appreciate your help, but please do not use those methods. Also, please stop addressing me as your mentor. I'd never agreed to that position. I hear you. I'll just try and keep that in mind, mentor. I mean, Mr. Prosecutor. I end up accidentally adopting children everywhere I go.
Yeah, like Phoenix Wright.
Fucking right. Mr. Edgeworth, ready to begin the investigation, sir. Miss Swifter was all over the crowd helping us round up, sir. This ain't nothing compared to my first mentor's mob wrangling skills. She seems to be used to this sort of thing. However, Miss Swift, the outlaws running around seems to have caused your clothes to be covered with mud. I'll take care of the cleaning bill, too, if you like. Oh, you're talking about my parka? Don't you worry your fancy little head about it. It's reversible, so I can just flip it around later and it's good as new. That means the mud will be on you. Fucking.
You really think she cares?
Fair enough. That won't do much for mud stains, though. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, let's restart the investigation, sir. The crowd has made a mess of the crime scene. I hope some traces of the criminal are still left behind. It's so weird being in Gourd Lake again. We haven't been here since the second to last case in the first game. Y'all need to go through the garbage? You prosecutors got a tough job. Detective Gumshoe. No. Right away, sir. So it's the
God
detective's job to go through the trash. Prosecutors don't want to dirty their hands. Yeah, because they do that in the courtroom. At least the ones that aren't named Edgeworth past the first game do. Let's see. I hope events look good. The detective seems to be a little too eager about searching through the trash. This is a wooden popsicle stick. Detective. Sorry, sir. Let's see. Something related to the case. Huh? Look what I found, sir. Yes, good work. Let's have a closer look. I need to view this object from various angles to uncover the truth hidden within it. Yes, sir. Just give me the word and I'll spin the evidence round and round. This just makes me think of the idea of Gumshoe rotating his hands with it consistently.
It's like, oh man, we need to find fingerprints. Gumshoe, hold this real quick with your bare hands. Also, spin it like 12 degrees to the left. Put it really close to my face if you could.
Contamination of evidence is not a thing in this fucking franchise. I know how to control this. This is the exact same as it was in the fifth case of the first game. All right, let's give it a try. Yeah, this is the exact same. That's a gun. Pay extra attention to the lake area. It's a document of some sort. In the case of emergency, this will lead the president to the plane. I'm trying to actually read that text without looking at it. Let's see. President's security detail. Is the plans for the president's security, sir? Rookie takes Knightley's place. In the case of emergency, Knightley leads the president inside the plane. Oh no, Rook takes Knightley's place. A terrorist in the candidacy? Audience? We can't certain there isn't one. It depicts the security layout. The bodyguards' names are written down here too. Rook and Knightley. The bodyguards are not from the Republic of Zhengfa. It seems the president hired a local security firm. Why? Why didn't he use the police force of Zhengfa? You want to know the reason? That's another big scoop. Do you know something about it? I was just at the Zhengfa embassy the other day fixing me to get some news material. That's when I heard. It sounds like the president's got plenty of enemies. He also don't get along too well with the top brass of the Zhengfa police. I see. He doesn't even trust the people of his own country. This could be related to the assassination attempt. But why would this document be in the bag? That is strange indeed. It concerns the safety of the president. Normally, it would be under tight security. Huh? This bag. There's something else in it, sir. It's a gun. It's a gun with a scope? Okay, first off, it's weird seeing a revolver with a scope in any circumstance. But what the fuck? This is... I mean, I guess if you're trying to be accurate. It's a gun, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, could this bag have belonged to the... Indeed, it is possible that the assassin may have thrown it away. It's a revolver. For something like this to appear in a place like this... Is this the work of a professional assassin? He must have used that document to carry out the crime, sir. This revolver... I'll need to take a closer look at it. Alright. Oh, it's a laser scope, even. This is a laser pointer. Okay, technically not a scope. But it functions as one. It's an implement you can attach to a gun to help you aim with a laser, sir. Just press here and... Pew! I wish he said Bume. It's firing a red laser, sir. Did the assassin use this laser pointer to target the president? Alright, what about the bullet chamber? Oh, that's 2 fired shots. This gun fired 2 bullets. That matches the number of gunshots heard. This must be the murder weapon, sir. Again, attempted. He's still alive. This bag has provided us with lots of useful evidence. Dumpster diving really paid off, sir. Good work, detective. I have one more request. Please tell the forensics team to check the gun and the bag for fingerprints. Yes, sir. Strange. A bunch of D. Gumshoe fingerprints. If we can obtain fingerprints, it'll be a huge breakthrough in our investigation. I've got the results back, sir. Holy fuck. That was fast. Of course, I made them double time it. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any fingerprints, sir. Are you certain you did a thorough search? Of course, we combed every inch. We even took out the bolt and examined them, sir. As expected, this won't be easy. Oh, hi, Payne. This is a terrible incident indeed, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this man again? I, Winston Payne, am willing to assist as a prosecutor. He's a prosecutor? Why did you come here today? I accompanied the chief prosecutor. His voice sounds like the one that I heard on the tape earlier. Was he the one of the men standing in front of Miss Swift? And where's the chief now? The chief is a busy man. He had a special permission to leave the premises. The chief called me here and then left him by himself? Was my fucking joke earlier about him being the one behind all this true? I'm not completely satisfied with this. You're with the television crew, are you not? No, yeah, it's right, but then you must have recorded the speech. I'd like to see the footage. About that. That'll be difficult. What was that, pal? It's your duty as assistant to cooperate with the investigation. After the incident, the guests knocked over the TV camera in the panic. All the footage was lost. If there was any footage left, it could have been vital evidence. Yeah, that's too bad, sir. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. What was that? Looks like you're in a jam, Mr. Edgeworth. That's voice. Kay! Where the fuck did you come from? Was she just waiting on top of that van? Long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth. The hero of justice. Kay Faraday is here to save the day. Hero? I guess she wouldn't refer to herself as a heroine. So, have you given up on this great thief business yet? Nope, I haven't stopped. I'm just on vacation. I'm still in training to become the second Yatagarasu. About 2 weeks ago, this girl became involved in one of my cases. Holy shit, that is probably the shortest turnaround on an Ace Attorney game ever. The mysterious phantom thief, the Yatagarasu, the case of a gentleman thief who steals the truth for the sake of justice. There's a Persona 5 joke to make here, and I think I said that exact line back when I first talked about that in the first game. This girl is the successor to that great thief. If you need to pick a lock or untie a rope, leave it to me. But since I'm still in training, I haven't actually stolen anything yet. Okay, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I wanted to join in the festivities. She does seem to have a fondness for these kind of events. Afterwards, I thought I'd come meet up with you guys. Well, we're glad to see you. You look like you've been doing well, pal. It's been a while, Gummy. I'm glad you're well, too. It's been 2 weeks. That's not that long, people. It's not even a month. Okay, you said earlier that you could help me out? Please don't be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. I took a photo that captures the exact moment of the crime. I see. Could you show it to us at once? The same as usual. I see. Can't you even act a little surprised? Yeah, that prosecutor's always in a sour mood. He even got annoyed when I called him my second mentor. Oh, by the way, I'm Nicole Swift. Up-and-coming investigative reporter. Nice to meet you. Nicole? Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth's, really... Enough idle chatter. Can you please just show us the photo? Fine, here. What? Why is that Minecraft Steve? Lob! James! Why is he Minecraft Steve?
No, he's not Minecraft Steve. He's just former military. Also, look at the face on the fucking lion, dude. He's like, ah. Oh no, a bullet.
You know, suddenly the JFK voice feels way darker.
No, it's just the way his face looks like, all hail the Hypnotoad.
Bow, wow, wow, wow.
Fuck, man. I started watching Futurama recently with Grayton. God damn.
I need to rewatch that. It's been a couple years. This is a moment I took right at the moment of the gunshot. It was awful. Everyone in the audience was running in panic. Wait, this is the moment of the gunshot? So the assassin shot the balloon first, and then the president? Well, that just don't make sense as an assassination attempt, man. You do the one, then the other. Or you have 2 guns and then do 2 shots at once. This photo depicts the president and his 2 bodyguards. Judging from the names written on the security plan, these two must be Rook and Knightley. Oh my god, Lob, look at their character designs again.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Rook.
I was-
He's a
I was
Knight.
waiting for you to notice. I was waiting
He's
for
a
you to
fucking
notice.
oh my god. I love this series.
Oh, it gets better.
And what is this? Thank you, Kay. This will be a very important clue. You got that sharp look in your eyes. Did you find something, Mr. Prosecutor? In this photo, there's a contradiction. This photo? I don't see nothing. If you don't understand, then I'll show you. The scene captured in the photo and the evidence I have on hand, by comparing the two, I'll find the contradiction. It's time for my deductive skills to come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. In this case, the giant, obvious fuck me laser pointer.
Oh, hell, the Hypnotoad.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's all I can think of right now when I see that.
The newspaper article, I guess. Or wait, would it? I guess that was it. Miss Swift, the newspaper contains a photograph of the president. Oh, it could be a mole. I'd like you to compare it with the photo Kay took at the scene. What do you mean? Oh, that's right. There's something on the president's forehead that wasn't there before. Is that a mole? It certainly looks like a red mole. The zoom in on the face is so good. All hail the Hypnotoad. That's foolish. It's hard to believe that a mole would pop out of thin air like that. Maybe a bug bit him, sir. That all? I thought you were onto something. Turns out it's just an itty bitty bug bite. You were talking with such a serious look on your face, I was getting all excited. The way to the truth has always begins with small contradictions. Ooh, that's a great way of putting it. I'll be using that for my article. All right, well, there's an easy connection there. The red mole and the laser pointer. I've solved the mystery of the red mole. Huh? You mean it's not a bug bite, sir? It's nothing like a bug bite or an itchy rash. This is the light from the laser pointer. You mean a gun was aimed at the president's forehead? In an assassination attempt? You don't fucking say! And right after that, the second gunshot was heard. That's certainly more than just an itch, sir. Indeed, I'm concerned for the president's well-being. It's becoming more and more likely that this gun was the weapon used in the attack. But why did the criminal use a laser pointer, sir? That's right. They would have had a beam of light shining on their hands. Pew, 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 pew. Way too conspicuous. And if you follow the path of the laser, you will find out who fired that shot. That's not good at all. Oh, yeah, I also took some other photos. Maybe the light from the laser pointer was captured on those. It's a long shot, but there may be a chance. Okay, could you show us those photos? Coming right up. Firstly, the photo from before the incident. Your face is taking up most of the frame. I wanted to get a two-shot of me and the president. This was taken a little before the gunshots. And here's the one I showed you before. This was right after the first gunshot. And immediately after that, a second gunshot rang out. And then... what is this? You can't really see much in this photo. I mean, I guess it's a nice ass. After that last photo, one of the running guests knocked me down. It looks like the shutter clicked just then. This doesn't look too helpful, pal. Well, those were all the photos I took. I'd like to examine these in a bit more detail. Investigate which photo? Now, let's check before the incident because we haven't taken a look at this yet. Where can the light and the laser pointer be coming from? Oh, hello. I didn't even see that before. I found it. What? Look, just in front of this person in the red hood. Ah, there! Yes, that's probably the light from the laser pointer. Then that red-hooded person would be the assassin. We did it. It's all thanks to me, right? Right. As expected, the great thief has stolen the truth. Perhaps the criminal can also be seen in the other photos. Let me examine these photos one more time. Would have to be in the after the incident photo because it's the only one that has people. Where can the red-hooded assassin be seen? Heading towards Samu? If we're near Gourd Lake, that's probably the samurai dog stand from Ace Attorney 1. Ah, there! The red-hooded assassin. It looks like they're escaping into the panic, sir. We can see the direction they ran in. Ah, the samurai dog banner! Right, the assassin escaped towards the right side of the audience area. Detective Gumshoe. Got it, sir. We'll investigate the right side of the audience area. I'm counting on you. You silly bitch. That is the most ominous red hood I've ever seen outside of Batman. The red-hooded assassin. Since the park was sealed off, there's nowhere they could have run to. If we follow their trail, we'll definitely catch them. Now then, let's continue with the investigation. We'll definitely find some traces of the assassin. Yeah, holy shit, this is like the exact same stand from Ace Attorney 1. That's nostalgic. I won't rest until I've inspected every single line of this line. Line. Bah, ba ba ba, ba ba ga hoppa. They're selling cherry samurai dogs. I don't believe I've ever had a cherry dog. I've always wondered, what do cherry dogs taste like, sir? They use cherries instead of hot dogs, so it probably tastes like cherries? But why do they call it a cherry dog if there's no hot dog in it, sir? I changed games about an hour ago, Kaito. We're just into the first case. Welcome, by the way. Hope you've been doing well. Been a while since I saw you around. How you doing? You have a point. And thus the universe folds in on itself. Gumshoe had a point. The truth about cherry dogs. It remains a mystery, sir. It's a red button, sir. Could this be related to the obvious red cloth seen underneath? This could be related to the person in the red hood. There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, please check underneath the food stall. Doing fine, just hanging out? Good to hear, good to hear. Something's stuck down here. Let's see. It is a red raincoat. Could this be? And the assassins. It appears that he got rid of his raincoat before he ran away. Huh. This sleeve, it's inside out. It's almost missing a button. I wonder where the button could be. Or what does this button do? Wow, I haven't referenced fucking Dexter's Lab like that in fucking eons. It looks like the fallen button came from the raincoat. It probably fell off when the assassin took off the raincoat. If you look closely, you can see that the right sleeve is inside out, sir. It appears they took it off in quite a hurry. The button was probably torn off. After shooting the president, the assassin disposed of the gun and the bag in the garbage bin. Then, during the panic, they moved from the left to the right side of the audience area. The bullet's trajectory led us to suspect someone who was on the left side of their audience area. The assassin then took off the raincoat and hid it under the stand. The assassin was in a hurry to remove the raincoat. That's why there are signs the right sleeve was hastily removed. It also explains why the button was torn off. If that's the case, why is their left sleeve not in the same state? Ah, that sleeve isn't inside out. On the contrary, the button is still tightly fixed. What do you mean, sir? To find the answer, we must examine this raincoat in detail. Hell yeah. This is the... Whoa, that's a lot of mud. I'd like to investigate the inside of this raincoat. Detective Gumshoe, you are my butler forever. Got it. That's blood. This is a bloodstain. Just about the location, this is most likely the assassin's own blood. So we're looking for someone who's injured, sir? Not just any injury, detective. An injury on their left arm. What do you mean, sir? The criminal was in a hurry to take off their coat. That's why the right sleeve is inside out. On the other hand, the left sleeve remained unchanged. How did this difference arise? Quite simply, the assassin couldn't get his arm through the left sleeve. If you think of it like that, it all starts to add up. Furthermore, a bloodstain was found on the left side of the raincoat. I see. He couldn't get his injured arm to fit through the sleeve. Yes, indeed. I'd say the possibility is quite high. It's all coming together. Is it, though? Detective Gumshoe, I want you to pull an assassin out of the crowd. Roger that, sir. Someone with an injured left arm, right? Kaito, you'd know if you've played the game. Roughly how far into the first episode am I? Because these are usually so short I don't mind just going a bit longer till I finish the actual case.
I was gonna say, if I remember right, you're still pretty early in it.
Oh, jeez. Also, yeah, there's someone on the call with me. That's unusual. Right? You must have a good head on your shoulders if you did see through me, Mr. Protect. Gotta rewind my virtual audio tape. Finding the assassin with only that much evidence shouldn't be much of a problem. First case is kind of long, huh? Wow, that's unusual. That's our Edgeworth. With everyone in the park sealed in, the assassin should still be within the crowd. In that case, I'll probably end when when I hit the next investigation. Because there's probably some testimony coming up if it's going to have the same pattern as the first game. Whoa, they increased the speed of the typing sound effect. That's weird. Mr. Edgeworth, we found a suspicious person in that condition, sir. That's gotta be the assassin. Okay, we haven't proven that this person is the assassin yet. For now, this is just a person of interest. Don't jump to conclusions. Got it. I'll control myself. There's no doubt this guy's the guy who targeted the president, sir. It takes a daring person to target someone's life in front of an audience. Detective, bring him here. Courteously. Yes, sir. Hey, you guys, bring him here. Why is he here? Shelly the killer?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, what? Oh, fuck, what was his voice? He's not carrying an umbrella, and his left arm is bandaged. You there, state your name. My name is... Oh, fuck, what was it? Was it like semi-British? John Doe. Yes, that sounds quite right.
Actually, yeah, there we go. That's perfect.
John Doe, that's an unusual name. That is correct. This man, have I seen him somewhere before? Prosecutor Edgeworth. You know my name? Yes, I've been observing your investigation. May I ask why you have called me here? We are searching for the assassin who attempted to murder the president. Can you, share that ice cream, bro? That does look like a fucking delicious ice cream. Do you recognize this red raincoat? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I do not. I believe that this raincoat belongs to the assassin. Why did... Oh, God, it's jiggling. Oh my, that is terrible indeed. This person should also have a severe injury on the left side of their body. Precisely like yours. I have no relation to this. A stare down. Mano a mano. It's like they're firing laser beams out of their eyes. So, what happens next? Obviously a confrontation, pal. A battle of wits between two gentlemen. Ah, okay, this is where I take over. Should I hear his explanation? You're under arrest now. Hear him out. Honestly, it almost feels like a beginner's trap to have it be Shelly. You know what I mean? Like, if you played the other games, you're like, yeah, it's this motherfucker, clearly. If you find a contradiction in their statement, you present evidence, pal. Press the R button to look at the organizer, blah, blah, blah. You've all played Ace Attorney at this point, hopefully. And if you don't find a contradiction, what do you do then? In those times, you press the witness for more details. To press the L button. All right, sir, could you give us a demonstration, please? Go, Mr. Prosecutor, you're America's best. Ah, yes. Looks around at the expensive food in the area. America. She just won't quit. Shelly the fucking killer. I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof? Clearly my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat. You didn't wear a raincoat? That's your claim? Yes, not everyone uses a raincoat for protection against the rain. I am an umbrella person, after all. I'm definitely a raincoat person. Umbrellas will hinder your movement. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka. This wasn't what I wanted to talk about. I hope you understand. I am not the assassin. Unfortunately, leaving a testimony unexamined goes against my principles. How troublesome, but I am but a simple ice cream salesman. Oops. Please excuse me. In the panic earlier, my wound seems to have reopened. There's no mistaking that the owner of this raincoat is the assassin. Furthermore, the owner has an injured left arm. Mr. Doe, I shall reveal your true colors for all to see. The cast opens up. It's a rocket launcher. Well, we definitely know he was injured, so present the raincoat. That forehead points. Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person. However, today seems to be different, because you left this behind. You must be mistaken. That does not belong to me. Or perhaps you have evidence that proves otherwise. Mr. Doe, is your injury all right? The wound seems to have opened. Indeed it is quite troublesome. Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you would have escaped had your wounds not opened up. What do you mean? There's no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was the injured. And I can prove that this person was you. With this. Why is the ice cream the thing sweating? On the inside of this raincoat, there's a small bloodstain. It's the blood of an assassin. It just gently falls. Attacking the president's a serious crime, pal. You caused an international incident. There are so many America jokes I can make here. Be it shit that happened to us, or shit we did to other countries. So many, I'm just gonna let the sleeping dog lie. No matter how long you keep silent, your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this. The blood from the raincoat, and the blood from your bandaged arm. I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president. I am not the assassin. You don't know when to give up. This was a game of chess. You would have been checkmated a long time ago. Alright, since that's the second one, I feel like I should ask. Kaito, how many chess jokes do I have to look forward to?
The entire game.
Oh shit, there better be at least a fucking line about castling. Admit your defeat gracefully. He seems completely unfazed. I suppose I have no choice. I admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine. He confessed, sir! Arrest him! Arrest him! Shouldn't that be your job? However, that does not mean I shot the president. What's that, pal? The prosecutor, Edgeworth. All you have proven is that I wore the raincoat. What sort of crime is that? Ah, the bitch move. I'm no assassin. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see the bodyguard take action just before the gunshot rang out. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic. Are you satisfied this time? His story's getting fishier by the minute. He really is suspicious. Glaring at me won't help. We've got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. That's gotta be the assassin. I see. That is certainly not me. Can you prove it's not? You can't prove a negative in court, Kyle. What? Prosecutor Edgeworth, please consider this carefully. Was I really the only one who wore a red raincoat? Whether he was or not, the person in the photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and intensity. He'd make one hell of a butler. Oh, God. That means the black butler's starting to bleed into other stuff. What has she done to me? There is a castling joke in this case. Oh shit, you're kind of right now that I think about it. Like, just from a basic outlook thing. Like, even the during photo is basically nearly a castle. Like a rook, a knight, and a king that close together. What do you mean, take action? So the bodyguards reacted before the gunshot went off? Yes, the bodyguards moved first. The one on the left side of the stage, in particular. You saw it all quite clearly. I have good eyesight. Holy shit, that is a fucking... Oh, god damn it. The names are written on the upper left of the security plan. The bodyguard on the left side would be Mr. Rook? That is correct. I'm Mr. Ethan Rook, I believe. How the fuck would you know? Perhaps he noticed the light from the laser pointer. That man is no ordinary individual. From their actions, I don't believe that the bodyguards were amateurs. This man isn't an ordinary individual either. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. So how the fuck do you know his name? It seems you just aren't... You aren't just a simple ice cream salesman after all. Do you think too highly of me? Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth, why would a simple ice cream salesman know the name of the president's bodyguard? The name of the bodyguard? Surely you jest. Didn't you say their names just a moment ago? Mr. Knightley and Mr. Rook. Correct? This is a diagram of the security plans. We learned their names from this. However, please look. Only their surnames are written here. You distinctly said Ethan Rook. How did you know his full name when we did not? Oh shit. That's pretty weird, sir. His legs just become jetpacks, and he flies away. Goodbye.
Fuck you!
Why do you know his name? Explain yourself. That was merely a slip of the tongue. It's true, this guy is the assassin. Young lady, you're being a little hasty. The reason I knew his name is quite simple. He bought ice cream from me, I'm guessing. I am an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's. What? He and I have a bit of a connection. His is a name that I will never forget. Mr. Edgeworth, he's just telling a big fat lie. This is not a lie. I'm merely just a simple ice cream salesman. And an acquaintance of Ethan Rook's. In that case, let's just ask Mr. Rook about this himself. Whether or not he's acquainted with this dubious ice cream salesman. As you wish. However, that may prove difficult now. He's currently busy with the President's security, after all. Besides, even if I am not an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's, does that prove that I fired the gun? If you aren't the assassin, then why did you remove your raincoat? It was a little hot, and the rain had stopped. I wanted to air out the wound. Is there a problem with that? I just can't seem to corner him. Definitely threw Maya into a corner back when. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Hurry up and arrest him. That man's so suspicious. I'd even arrest him myself. Arrest him without evidence? How can I do such a thing? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Can't you do something? Breaking news. The criminal's on the verge of escaping the prosecutor. Oh dear. They're already treating me like a criminal. I understand. Since I've been suspected this far, it seems I'll have to tell the truth. The truth? What is he up to? I saw another person wearing a red hood. Where? What? Surely that was the person who was in the photo. I first noticed him right before the speech when it was still raining. He caught my eye because his raincoat was the same color as mine. In his hand I saw a laser pointer with a light aimed directly at the president. It can't be. There was another person wearing a red hood? Jason Todd. Jason Todd. I knew that if I wore the red raincoat, I'd be mistaken for the assassin. That's why I took off the raincoat. You saw an assassin wearing the same color hood as yours. Wouldn't that be a nice coincidence? That's what I expected you would say, which is why I did not testify as such. Prosecutors and the police are a suspicious lot. I knew that nobody would believe me. At the moment of the incident, the assassin was very close to the prosecutor. Prosecutor? I only arrived after the incident. Not you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. The chief. That prosecutor over there. Yeah, me? Yes, you should be visible in that photo. Oh shit, that is him! Here, right in front of the person in the red hood. That's me, all right. What's your point? If Payne wants to arrest someone, I have to rethink everything, so yes, he's usually wrong. Fucking right? He is the worst prosecutor in this series. Like, I think the only time he's won on record... Wait, no, he used to be the rookie killer before Maya. And then the next time he won was against Fake Phoenix. Fucking Furio. What's this man driving at? I've been observing your investigation this entire time, Prosecutor Edgeworth. And I have noticed something strange. Something strange? It seems that you still haven't noticed this contradiction yet. A contradiction? In this photo, the people who can be seen are the chief, Mr. Payne, and the assassin. I don't know why I'm turning into this voice all of a sudden. This is distinctly not British. I don't see anything strange. Please think back carefully about the circumstances during the president's speech. I believe you are holding the evidence that contradicts this photo. Son of a bitch, we do. Nicole's tape. It can't be. There's a contradiction between the photo and the tape. It seems you've noticed. Mr. Edgeworth, what's going on? There's a person missing from this photograph. Huh? Who is it? Yes. It's rather strange. Someone would be there, but is not. The person who should be in this photo is Nicole Swift. Huh? Miss Swift? Why would you say that? Mr. Payne's voice was recorded on Miss Swift's tape. He was whispering quietly with the chief prosecutor. It seems Miss Swift was near to Miss Payne when she recorded the speech. Ah, but she isn't anywhere in this photo. That is correct. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, who is the one you should be pursuing? Nicole Swift, would you mind giving us your testimony? Come on, it feels weird when you talk it all formal like that. It's fine, I ain't got nothing to hide. Are you kicking butt and taking names? More or less. Hey, Airfly, I hope you're having a good night. Actually going to be ending relatively soon. I just want to get to the next investigation. It ain't like I stayed in one spot while I was recording. I was moving around the audience area, shuffling here and there. I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time to my tape recording. So quit making that scary face. It ain't what you think. Miss Swift's tape recorded a conversation between my colleagues, Mr. Payne and the chief prosecutor. Why would Nicole be lying? That would mean... It'd mean Nicole Swift is the assassin, pal. Y'all gotta be kidding me. I ain't nothing like that. Be that as it may, however, there is a contradiction in your testimony. Huh? I don't reckon so, no, sir. It appears I must reveal this contradiction with evidence. Oh, good. Just popping in before bed. Yeah, I can't tell if Taylor's who they're going for or something else. There's gotta be a pun there because it's an Ace Attorney name. They're all puns. No, that would definitely be then because the photo taken showing that has the arm raised, so you would have to be in that photo. Objection, motherfuckers. Miss Swift, a reporter shouldn't lie. I ain't lying. I'm an honest journalist. Perhaps, but there's no denying that the photo and the recording were taken at the same time. Is that so? What makes you say that? The truth lies in these photos. This photo could only have been taken at the same time as your recording. Which spot shows that this was taken at the same time as the recording? The raised fist. Can you see the president with his fist raised in the air? What about it? Miss Swift, might we hear your tape one more time? Nuh-uh. You ain't gonna hear a word now the way you've been treating me. Would you rather we charge you with obstruction of justice and seize it from you? Fine, you win. I'm no match for you, Mr. Prosecutor. The question is, during which part of his speech did the president raise his fist? No matter what sort of heinous criminal organization there is, I will not allow them to exist. I like those words, Magic Man. Ah, raises his fist straight from the horse's mouth, sir. This tape was recorded at the moment the president raised his fist overhead. Then that means... Nicole not being in this photo is really strange. Oh, but she is in the photo. Right here. The person in the red hood. It was you, Nicole Swift. You're the real assassin, aren't you, pal? That ain't so. I ain't never worn that red raincoat. This red raincoat in question belongs to Joan Doe. The red raincoat's owner is Mr. Doe. That much has been proven. You were wearing something else. A different red hood. Her parka's reversible. Her parka's reversible. You mean there's two red hoodies, sir? Mr. Doe's last testimony was true. But we didn't find any other red raincoats. What Mr. Doe saw was a red hood, not a raincoat. Miss Swift, what was it you told us earlier about your parka? The inside's red. I can see it right now. Oh, you mean when I said I don't got worried about getting it all dirty? It's reversible, so all I gotta do is turn it inside out and... As I thought. Mr. Edgeworth, the inside of her parka is... red! Indeed, and during the incident, she was using that side. What? Hey, pal, what's the big idea? You're wrong. I've been wearing it like this the whole day. Well then, will you allow me to examine your parka? What are you expecting to find? We'll know it was raining prior to the president's speech. I believe you said earlier... She doesn't use raincoats or umbrellas come rain or snow. All she needs is her trusty parka. Yeah, that bear trap is just an accident waiting to happen. If you really didn't turn your parka inside out, then the inside should be dry. Hang on a minute, I ain't taking this heavy backpack and putting it back on again. Sorry, but can't we do this another time? Just unzip it. You think you can fool Mr. Edgeworth with that, pal? Alright then, pal. If we really were wrong, prove it. Show us the inside of the parka. It wasn't me. I ain't no assassin. Miss Swift, if you want me to believe that, then you need to cooperate with us. Will you please tell us why you wore the red side of the parka? I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I had my reasons, honest. I'll tell you everything. Just quit bullying me. Who said hold it? Whose voice was that? Hold on a sec. It's a little too early for the end game. Oh, god damn it, this guy. I've seen this screenshot. The fuck? What voice to give him? Hey, you in the fancy suit. Haven't you been jumping the gun ever since your opening move? This man was in Kay's photo. Well, I guess I should introduce myself first. My name is... Very impressive. Revolver Ocelot. 6 bullets. More than enough to kill anything that Mueda in a revolver. Horace Knightley, the president's bodyguard. I should note to make this voice, I'm basically choking myself. Second in command of his personal security unit. Ah. Watch it, pal. That's not a toy. Whoa, my bad. She just wants to come out and play. I can't seem to help it. Why do you have a gun if you're not a police officer? She's a lady at Zhang Fa. Only the president's bodyguards are authorized to use it. Anyway, back to business. I've got some news for you. There's good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first? It makes no difference to me. Do as you wish. You sure? I'm giving you the first move. Alright, I got you. I'll start with my pawn. It seems you enjoy chess. You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit? It's Edgeworth, and I do have a fondness for chess. That's so. Well then, Chessmaster Edgeworth, I'll start with the good news. The president's safe. Not even a scratch on him. Really? That's great, pal. It seems that the young lady was not a murderer after all. Good for you, Nicole. But I... Whoa there, don't forget, there's still the bad news. Oh yeah, that's a giant pun. The president is safe because his bodyguards protected him. Actually, I had nothing to do with it. It was the leader who protected him. At the cost of his own life. That would be the other bodyguard. Rook, was it? Yeah, that's right. Rook died to protect the president. What? Is that so? Rook is dead. What a shame. That means... Nicole. It means the little lady killed him.
My brother in arms.
That ain't true. I ain't a murderer. Whoa, Jesus.
Whoa there, pipe down, little Miss Murderer. Geez, even if we had to make a sacrifice to protect the king, it was a pretty bad move, that castling.
Motherfucker.
Sacrifices and castles? What's he talking about, sir?
They're old chess terms. He's saying Rook's life was exchanged for the president's.
This guy sure talks funny, sir.
Horace Knightley. Horace. Horse. God damn it.
What do you want?
I'd like to examine the victim's body as soon as possible. If it's possible, I'd like to question the president.
Sorry, but I can't let you do that.
What?
I've got another piece of news for you, and this one's a doozy.
There's another piece of news?
From here on out, this investigation will be handled by the Zhengfa police.
What?
What's going on, pal?
This case is under our jurisdiction. You have no right to interfere.
You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? The president knows about you solving the Atakarasu case.
I'm honored?
That's why the chief prosecutor designated you to be in charge of the case.
It seems the chief prosecutor made a little appeal to the president.
But it looks like you're the wrong guy for the job. I didn't know you'd have this kind of reaction. It's the president's orders. If you oppose, you'll cause an international incident. Capiche? Hey, little lady, get over here. We'll continue your questioning inside for the president's plane.
No. I didn't do nothing.
Hey now, don't be a baby. You scared of little Zhengfa Justice?
Mr. Prosecutor, please help me. Miss Swift. It's clear that Miss Swift was the person in the red hood. However, that doesn't mean that the whole truth has been revealed. I really didn't do it. Please, believe me. Is it really alright for it to end this way? All I see is a girl with eyes full of fear, pleading for help. Certainly not someone who's committed a heinous crime. If I stand aside now and do nothing, the truth will be lost to the darkness. Yeah. Huh?
What?
What?
What the? You?
Silence. What the is an improper way to greet someone. Your neck injury is yet to heal, and you've already forgotten.
No, not you, not now.
It seems you've remembered.
Hey, what are you doing? Cut it out, pal. You've got some nerve to do that in front of a detective and a prosecutor. Stop, stay out of this. He's out of your league.
Mr. Doe, who on earth are you? I'm not merely a simple ice cream salesman.
He's a professional assassin. His name is Shelly the Killer.
Shelly the Killer? There's no one in law enforcement who doesn't know the name De Killer. An assassin who will carry out any request without fail. He was once involved in a case I handled. It's been a while, Professor Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I do believe this is our first face-to-face meeting. The real assassin was you all along. That is correct. I received a request from a key individual to take the president's life. I should have seen his face before in the case files. Curses! I was careless. I'm glad I hid a knife inside my bandage before I entered the park. So there was a rocket launcher in there, sort of. Even though my calculations were a little off. A knife? Not a gun? Now, Mr. Knightley, shall we play that game you love so much? Of course, the stakes will be your life.
What are your demands?
I want you to relinquish investigative authority back to Prosecutor Edgeworth. Why? Investigative authority?
What are you playing at?
I simply want you to allow Mr. Edgeworth to continue his investigation. Why do you want that? Rook is an opponent who is connected to me by fate. I would like to discover the truth about his death. When that man died, the investigative authority was transferred to you. I am simply asking you to give it back to this prosecutor. With your life at stake, this really isn't the time to be stubborn.
Why, you're just using the investigation to close to get president.
And what if I am? Indeed, in order to continue the investigation, it is necessary that we enter the president's plane.
As leader of the president's bodyguard, I won't allow it.
Oh, I thought you were only second in command.
Now that Rook's gone, I'm in charge.
I'm not sure if you're as capable as Rook was.
What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now.
Very well. In that case, please exercise judgment befitting of a leader. You can lose your life here needlessly, or will you allow the investigation to continue?
Ah,
He's using the investigation as an excuse? Why would he go to all that trouble? What is this man thinking? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I trust you have no objections. Let us continue the investigation.
Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do, sir?
For now, we have no choice but to accept his proposal. At least, we'll be able to investigate. But, listen well, detective. Titty sprinkles. Now use the investigation to buy us time. Meanwhile, gather up all your men. Surround the president's plane so that he can't escape.
Right. Roger that, sir.
Is that the first save point? To be continued. All right, let's save, and then I'll make a save state on the next screen. Ooh, I like that save theme. All right. The death of the bodyguard Ethan Rook and the arrival of Shelley the Killer shall be continued next time on Ace Attorney Z. I want to thank y'all for coming by tonight. That's where we're going to have to end off in the night. Airflag, Kaito, Kira, if you're still here, thanks for stopping by. Lob, thanks for being a call with me, because honestly, it made Threads of Fate definitely go by easier. That's going to be where we end off for the night. As usual, technically next stream is going to be a Thursday night where we play more of this. But I will be streaming tomorrow around 4 Eastern through the Nintendo Direct, because I want to work on some art stuff, and I feel just having some friends in call and doing that could be a fun time. So that's when they're next going to see me, tomorrow for once. It's a rare 4-stream week. With that said, I already know who we're rating. We're rating my good friend Iggy. She is currently playing Valheim, probably with Lychee, given that she's also live with that. But
Yeah,
Iggy's lower
she's playing
on
with
viewers,
Lychee.
and gotta support my
Oh.
friends.
Give it to Lychee. Make Iggy jealous. Listen to the dark side.
I'm telling Iggy you said that.
So?
Have a good night, everyone.